name is Arielle Slama. I'm your host. And today is a very special episode because we're in a very special moment right now. I know FIDO Alliance reached 5 billion passkeys worldwide. And self-promotion, HID and FIDO have launched a new research on the state of physical and digital identity. So this is exactly why I wanted to talk about it with someone that most of you know. Her name is Megan Shamas. She's the CMO of FIDO Alliance. And she's been around marketing and identity for the past 20 years. Hope that I'm not...
A little bit more now. Yeah, I've aged a bit. 23 years, but yeah.
And so she's also been the co-researcher on this report. So welcome, Megan. Happy to have you here.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much for having me.
What in this research was surprising you the most, or caught your attention the most in this research?
Good question. So this research really centered on converged credentials in the workforce, which is something that I have been talking about since 2003, which is really interesting because the idea that you could have, one, badge, I'll just say badge just for the sake of, or one, piece of hardware or whatever it is that can allow you as an employee to access, physical parts of the organization as well as the, do we still call it logical?
Yeah,
I call it IT systems because I was like logical access. But yeah, so to access, the computer as well, it seems like a no-brainer, right? And it's been a struggle for organizations to go this way, mostly because of fragmentation amongst physical access control teams and IT teams. But what I was really excited to see in this research is that fragmentation seems to be dissipating a bit. I mean, it still exists, but it's dissipating a bit. And I think there's more knowledge that this is a thing that we can do. And what is actually most interesting to me is that now we actually have the technology to do it. Back when I was advocating for this back a long time ago, I would argue that the IT part of the technology wasn't quite right. But now that we have passkeys, you can do this. And I know HID works with a lot of organizations to do this, but it is doable. So there was alignment around the fact that it's a priority and that the fragmentation has dissipated a bit. I would say it's still there, but also that it's doable. But again, what I saw in the research was there's a need to scale the passkey deployment. I think the PAX part is pretty easy at this point. I don't know if you agree with me, but it seems pretty easy. I mean, you can put pretty much any PAX technology on the thing. Now we got to put passkeys on it, and we got to get it out to the whole workforce. So why not just do it? Let's just do it.
But another thing that was really interesting for me in this research was the confidence level. What I call that the confidence paradox, because you were using that as well in one of your reports.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And this is interesting. There is this confidence that we have all the security systems in place, and we have those layers of identity system. And I think it's 94% of enterprises that feel confident that they can revoke within 24 hours their access.
Yep.
And at the same time, you're still experiencing data breaches.
They're wrong. They're wrong.
Yeah. So
They're not. Yeah, that stood out to me in the research too, because there was a high confidence level, but then what was actually happening in terms of how able they have been to revoke credentials is not what they're reporting. Otherwise, we wouldn't see the level of breaches or whatnot that we see in there. And so one of the arguments I think is really strong for a converged credential is, hey, this is going to make it way easier for you to have eyes on exactly what this employee has access to from all perspectives. So you can revoke that. I mean, I think when you've got these disparate systems, it's like, oh, Megan still has access to that like one building that she only had access to with that one thing. Or similarly on the IT side, right? Megan has a password to that one server that has that one application on it in the corner, and we forgot about it.
I really look forward to discuss more on this report. It's called "The State of Physical and Digital Identity in Enterprise," and you can find this on the web, on the FIDO Alliance webpage, on our HID webpage. And we'd love to know more about what you feel about it and how you think about it. And that is a wrap. Thank you.
Thank you. Great conversation.